Good evening, everyone. Wekiva High School welcomes you to Mustang Arena for varsity volleyball competition. Please welcome our guests from Horizon High School. They are the Hawks. And they'll be taking on your Wekiva High School Mustangs. Before we begin our game this evening, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with the presentation of colors by the Wekiva High School Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. Tonight's detail is under the command of Cadet Staff Sergeant Derek Skeet, carrying the U.S. flag. Carrying the Florida State flag is Cadet Staff Sergeant Jennifer Mondragon. Carrying the Air Force flag is Cadet Senior Airman Prince Rodriguez. And carrying the POW-MIA flag is Cadet Senior Airman Daniel Newell. The Rifle Guards are Cadet Senior Airman Corbin Heasley and Cadet Airman Elijah Queen. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? And now let's meet the teams. Beginning with our guests from Horizon. And we'll begin with their reserves. Number 22, Saulo Castro. Number 11, Heitor Gomez Itaro. Number 8, Xander James Hammer. And number 6, Ian Fabian Oliveira Silva. The starting libero for the Hawks is number 2, Angel Perez. And starting on the court for Horizon, serving first for the Hawks, number 3, Shane Michael Semien. Serving second for the Hawks, Jacob Brown, number 7. Third in the rotation for the Hawks, number 1, Santiago Izaguirre. Fourth in the rotation for Horizon, number 19, James Parker Candrian. Serving fifth for Horizon, number 36, Jonathan Slattery. And finally for the Hawks, serving sixth, number 17, Jose Ignacio Pino Marrero. And the head coach of Horizon, Christian Giovanni. And now let's meet your Wekiva High School Mustangs. Starting with their reserve.
These are the outside numbers. That's their jersey numbers.
Number 3, the team libero, Felix Valverde. And starting on the court for the Mustangs, serving first is setter, number 23, Franco Valverde. Serving second is team captain number 1, Pete Lewis. Third in the rotation for the Mustangs, middle blocker number 4, Isaiah Bannister. Serving fourth for the Mustangs, right side hitter number 0, Isaiah Williams. Fifth in the rotation for the Mustangs, outside hitter number 2, Primus Jackson. And finally for the Mustangs, serving sixth is middle blocker number 11, Alex Scobie. The head coach of the Mustangs, Tersino Lubin, with assistant coach Heather Lorenz. The officials for tonight's game are from the Florida Professional Officials Association here in Orlando. We thank them for their dedicated service to our high school athletic programs and join them along with our participating schools, reminding everyone to make great sportsmanship a part of this and every athletic competition. Tonight's game is being live streamed on both YouTube and the NFHS network. If you have friends or family who are not able to join us in person for tonight's game and you'd like to send them a link, just have them head over to our YouTube channel on their favorite computer, smart TV, or mobile device and search for the channel Wekiva Sports. Again, the channel name Wekiva Sports on YouTube. If they are a member of the NFHS network, they are also welcome to join us there. We simulcast on both services. And for those of you who have already done so, we want to welcome you to Mustang Arena. My name is Mark Barchi, the voice of the Mustangs and Sports Information Director here at Wekiva High School. Welcome to our first game of Season 15. And we'll just pause here for a couple moments while our officials check the lineups. Again, welcome to Mustang Arena. This is our first game of Season 15 as we enter the spring season here. And also our first time ever hosting the Horizon Hawks, at least in the sport of men's volleyball. The Hawks have the opening service of set number 1. Leading their rotation, number 3, Shane Semyon. And we are underway. Attack by Pete Lewis. Some trouble, and it's going to stick. Pete Lewis with the first kill of the season for the Mustangs. Side out to Wekiva. Leading the rotation for the Mustangs, number 23, Franco Valverde. And his first service is short. Side out to the Hawks, one serving one. And serving as libero for Horizon, number 2, Angel Perez. Perez with the ace. That service will also go unreturned by the Mustangs. Not an ace in the traditional sense, but a ball handling error on Wekiva's side. Hawks kill by James Kendrian. Service returns to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, Pete Lewis. Checking into the game, number 22, Salo Castro. Second kill of the night by James Kendrian. Tip kill is handled by the Mustangs, but then a double tap on the set will award the point to the Hawks. The Mustangs request their first timeout of set number 1. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. 10-2 the score here in the first set as the Mustangs call timeout there. And now we're going to get an ace for Santiago Itzaguirre. Side out to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 4, Isaiah Bannister. Next in the rotation for the Hawks, James Candran. Side out back to the Mustangs. Serving as libero, Isaiah Williams. And a double hit is called against the Hawks. Free point to the Mustangs. Primus Jackson on the Mustang kill. Checking into the game to serve for the Hawks, number 6, Ian Fabian Oliveira Silva. Franco Valverde gets the point for the Mustangs. Now serving is Primus Jackson. Mustangs handle the tip attack. Will settle for a free ball going the other direction. Hawks called into the net. Mustangs get another free point there. Alexander Goby on the Mustangs block. Hawks kill by Saulo Castro. 15 serving 11 now for the Hawks. Jose Pina Marrero comes into the game to serve next for Horizon. Out of play on the antenna, side out to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 11, Alexander Goby. Isaiah Bannister on the Mustang kill. Timeout Hawks, their first timeout. We'll be back. Service back to the Mustangs, 15 serving 17 for number 23, Franco Valverde. Checking into the game for the Hawks, number 36, Jonathan Slattery. We'll pause here for a lineup check. Checking into the game for the Hawks, number 17, Jose Pino Marrero, now serving as libero, Angel Perez. Kill by James Candrian, that's his third. And we'll pause here. The Mustangs are contending that it hit the antenna. And correction, that ball was ruled to hit the antenna, so it is a side out to the Mustangs. 16 serving 18 now for Pete Lewis. And now James Candrian comes up with his third kill. Side outs to the Hawks. Checking into the game for Horizon, number 22, Saulo Castro. Mustangs can't get it over in 3. Side out to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 4, Isaiah Bannister. Kill by Jonathan Slattery. Service back to the Hawks. Next up for them, James Parker Candrian. Mustang kill by Price Jackson. Service back to Wekiva. Next up, Isaiah Williams. Checking in to serve, Ian Oliveira. Hawks are called into the net. Service back to Wekiva. 20 serving 22 for number 2, Primus Jackson. But first, checking into the game for the Hawks, number 8, Xander Hammer. Alexander Goby with a baseball cut there, puts the ball into the net. Service back to the Hawks, now serving Xander Hammer. Nate Lewis on the Mustangs kill. His second tonight. Service back to Wekiva. Next in the rotation for the Mustangs, Alexander Goby. Mustang blocked by Isaiah Bannister. Kill number 4 for James Candrian. That brings up set point for the Hawks, 24 serving 22. And next in the rotation is number 3, Shane Semyon. Jacob Brown on the block, and that will be the last word of the first set. It was a close one, 25-22 is the final score of set number 1. And the Hawks take a 1-0 lead for the match over the Mustangs. We'll be back with more from Mustang Arena after the break. Welcome back to Mustang Arena, where we are getting ready to get started with the second set. Horizon taking the first one 25-22. The Mustangs have the opening service of set number 2. Leading their rotation is number 23, Franco Valverde. Hawks are called into the net. Mustangs pick up a free point. Valverde continues his opening service. And just a bit outside for J.P. Candrian. Candrian again. This time he's got it. J.P. Candrian picks up his first kill of the second set, his 5th overall. Sign out to the Hawks. Serving as libero to open their rotation, Angel Perez. Santiago Itzaguirre buries it at the net. Service away. That one's going to go to the Mustangs. And they'll settle for a free ball coming back. Attack by Slattery, and that's going to stick. Jonathan Slattery picks up his first kill of the set, second of the night. Mustangs narrowly avoid the ace. Kill by Santiago Itzaguirre. Service back to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, Pete Lewis. And a free point for Wekiva there. Jonathan Slattery with the kill, his 3rd. Service back to the Hawks. Checking into the game for Horizon, number 8, Xander Hammer. Next to serve, Santiago Itzaguirre. Slattery and company win the battle at the net, 6-4 Hawks. J.P. Candrian picks up kill number 6. And a tough serve receive for the Mustangs. Nearly ends in disaster. Able to bail it out at the net. There's the attack. Kill by Xander Hammer. Service back to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 0, Isaiah Williams. Strike that, Alex Goby serving next for Wekiva. Hammer a little off speed with the attack. That goes into the net. Free point to the Mustangs. 6 serving 8 now for Wekiva. I'll let that one go for a reserve. Tough placement, and Isaac Wire not able to get under it. Has to settle for a double tap, and the Mustangs pulled within 1. Mustangs called on a service error. Service back to Horizon. Next in the rotation for the Hawks, number 19, J.P. Kendrian. Mustangs are called for a double hit. And 4-point lead now for the Hawks. Mustang kill by Isaiah Williams. Service back to Wekiva, and Williams will also have the next serve for the Mustangs. So Jonathan Slattery gets the kill there, and then Ian Oliveira Silva checks in for him. And he's going to pick up an ace. Service back to the Mustangs. Jackson next to serve for Wekiva. Pete Lewis with a good looking attack. Itzaguirre gets it just well enough to set up Oliveira. And now very tough placement on the set. Did not leave Pete Lewis a lot to work with, and he really has no choice but to go careening into the net. Service back to the Hawks. Xander Hammer is serving now. That looks like it might have been out, but the Mustangs didn't want to take a chance. Williams will go ahead and field that. Attack by Semyon, and a good block attempt there by Doucette. And I believe that was a back row attack call. Service back to the Mustangs. Strike that, reserve. So we'll have a replay here. Hammer on the serve. That's tough placement, and Bannister can't get there in time. So the second edition of that play, not as successful as the first for the Mustangs. Hammer again on the service. This one coming low and short, and Williams just half a step too late getting to that one, and it's going to be an ace for Hammer. Service back to the Mustangs, but first, checking into the game, number 17, Jose Pina Marrero. Next to serve for Wekiva will be Isaiah Bannister. Bannister, of course, also a key part of the men's basketball team here at Wekiva. Hawks kill by Semyon. And we'll pause here for an officials conference. Returning to the game for the Hawks, number 36, Jonathan Slattery. Mustang kill by Franco Valverde. Itzaguirre had a tough placement there, tried to get a tip kill going, but a little bit too much heat, and it drops outside the sideline. Mustangs pick up a free point. Service continues here for Valverde. And Kandrian, who leads the team in kills, is a little bit off speed on that one. Service away for Valverde. And Itzaguirre a little clever there on the set. I don't think he and Kandrian were quite communicating there. Now Kandrian gets a clean attack off. It's handled by Williams. Kandrian gets it back over for the free ball, but then the Mustangs send the ball askew of the sideline. Service back to the Hawks, and they return to the top of their rotation, coming in to serve as libero, Angel Perez. Mustangs trail by 4. They trail the match by 1. Pete Lewis with a little surprise dump move there, and it pays off. Lewis on the kill for the Mustangs. His 4th tonight, he'll also have the next service. Kandrian with a good-looking attack there. The Mustangs handle it, though. Kandrian again. This time it goes to Lewis. And a rough set. And no, Williams cannot keep it inside the aerial. Service back to the Hawks. Next in the rotation for Horizon will be number 1, Santiago Itzaguirre. Hammer checks back in first. Quick move there by Slattery. The Mustangs don't fall for it, and now Alex Goby picks up the kill for the Mustangs. His first tonight, serves back to Wekiva, 16 serving 19. And next in the rotation for the Mustangs will also be Alex Goby. Goby's kill is just a bit outside. Service back to the Hawks. J.P. Kandrian serving next. Kandrian service away. It goes to Pete Lewis. Nice serve receive. Good set. Lewis with a nice looking attack goes straight to the libero. Perez has to settle for a free ball coming back. Wekiva gets the initial dig, but then can't handle it. Too much speed. And the Hawks closed to within 3 of taking the second set. Kandrian service away. Goby on the serve receive, and very poor placement on the set. Puts it over and gives Slattery a chance at a solo. Bannister waited way too late to swing at that one. I don't think he popped that as high in the air as he intended to. Kandrian service away, goes to the side. Goby barely able to get there. Mustangs going to settle for a free ball here, but they do manage to keep the play alive. Slattery with the attack. Mustangs ready for that. Williams there. Now the attack comes from Semyon. And it is just a bit low. Mustangs dodge a bullet there. They've still got some makeup work to do here. Service back to Wekiva. Isaiah Williams next in the rotation for the Mustangs. Service away for Williams. Kandrian on the serve receive. Good setup for Semyon, and he picks up the kill. Side out to the Hawks. Set point, Horizon. Next to serve, Ian Oliveira. JP Candrian gets the last word of set number 2, picking up his 7th kill of the night. And the Hawks improve to a 2-0 lead over the Mustangs for the match. Back with more from Mustang Arena after a break. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. The Hawks have the opening service of set number 3. Leading the rotation once again for Horizon, number 2, Angel Perez. Service to the Mustangs. Leading the rotation for Wekiva, number 23, Franco Valverde. J.P. Kendrian picks up his first kill of the third set, his 8th overall tonight. Service back to Horizon. Next in their rotation will be number 1, Santiago Izaguirre. Checking into the game, Xander Hammer. Tough placement there. Should have been a free ball for Wekiva. Isaiah Bannister wasn't quite ready for it, though, and so Horizon catches a break there. Izaguirre with another serve. And superior height at the net from Kendrian. Gets him a solo kill. That's kill number 9 for him. Pass over to Lewis, and count that one. Semyon not able to get there. Pete Lewis on the Mustang kill, and he will also serve next for Wekiva. Jonathan Slattery gets the side out for the Hawks. Next to serve, J.P. Kendrian. Kendrian picks up the ace. So he adds an ace to the 9 kills he already has, on his way to an MVP performance for opening night. Another tough serve. This one is received, but the Mustangs have to settle for a return on that serve receive, and then Jonathan Slattery with the solo kill. That's his 6th kill tonight. He's not far behind Kendrian in terms of offensive production for the Hawks. Another good-looking serve. That one is handled by the Mustangs' libero. That's Felix Valverde. And now Kendrian with a rare misstep. Sends that one askew of the sideline. Service back to the Mustangs. Isaiah Bannister next in rotation for Wekiva. Service away for Bannister. And Hammer started that one a little bit too far outside. Can't keep it inside the antenna. Set to Slattery, and he keeps it in bounds. Kill number 7 for Jonathan Slattery. Checking into the game for him is number 6, Ian Oliveira Silva. And he will serve next. Too much heat from the Mustangs will give a free point to Horizon. And the Mustangs try to settle for a free ball, but can't even settle for that as it goes outside. 9-4. The Mustangs need to get back in this one quickly. They are down 2-0 for the match, so a win in this set will seal the victory for the Hawks. And we have a service fault. Side out to the Mustangs, Isaiah Williams next in the rotation for Wekiva. Back-to-back service faults, one on each side. Now service back to Horizon. Next in the rotation, Xander Hammer. Good idea from Pete Lewis. The Hawks are ready, though. Here comes Kandrian, and he's got it. J.P. Kandrian picks up kill number 10 for the Hawks. And again, the Mustangs try to settle for a free ball, but can't get the placement. The Hawks are happy to let that one go. Hammer again. That's a soft touch. That's one of those things that if it were possible to do it on purpose, you would do it all the time. But Hammer will take it as he picks up his second ace. Too much mustard on that one. Service back to the Mustangs. Checking into the game for the Hawks, number 17, Jose Pina Marrero. Next to serve for the Mustangs, number 2, Primus Jackson. Pete Lewis, good look, and gets it past Ian Oliveira. Pete Lewis picks up kill number 6. And the Mustangs are not going down without a fight tonight. Still have a lot of ground to make up, though. They trail by 6 here in the third set. And this is a must-win set for them. Good placement on the serve. Nearly gets over Oliveira, but he keeps it in check. Nice move at the net by Gobi. Hawks handle that one as well. Gobi again. This time it sticks. Alex Gobi on the Mustang kill. That's his second tonight. So the Mustangs with a couple of unanswered points. 8 serving 13 now. Jackson on the serve. Soft touch from Semyon. Mustangs get under that one. Here comes Pete Lewis having to come forward at the net. Not great placement, but he makes it work anyway. And Pete Lewis picks up kill number 7. Service away for Jackson. A soft touch as Izaguirre tried to be clever there, and Pete Lewis was ready for him and picks up a solo kill. He's up to 8 now, and Wekiva getting back into this set. Back-to-back kills for Pete Lewis. He's up to 9 now, and the Mustangs close the third set to within 2. So this speaks well of the Mustangs that they can get that far in the hole on the third set and not give up, coming back and getting the momentum in their favor here. Franco Valverde at the net. He picks up his second kill tonight. Just like that, we're back to a 1-point game. Hawks kill by Shane Semien. His 5th kill tonight. Service back to the Hawks. Checking into the game for Horizon, Jonathan Slattery. And next to serve will be Shane Semien. Semien with an ace, and we'll pause for a Mustang timeout. Their first of the third set. We'll be back from Mustang Arena. Welcome back to Mustang Arena, 15-12. Mustangs back in this one, but Horizon does not seem to be willing to lay down here either. And Pete Lewis, way too tight on the net there, still manages to get it over. Another kill by J.P. Kandrian in his 11th. Lewis with a nice move. And the Hawks settle for a free ball, one of their rare ones. Not great placement, headed toward the net. Lewis manages to keep it under control. And that'll count as the Hawks can't corral it within 3 touches. Service back to the Mustangs. Next up for Wekiva, Alex Kobe. An even dozen kills for J.P. Kandrian. 17 serving 13. And the Hawks now return to the top of the rotation with their libero, Angel Perez. Isaiah Bannister picks up the Mustang kill, his second. Service back to Wekiva. 14 serving 17 for Franco Valverde. Isaiah Williams comes up with a Mustang kill. His second tonight. Good spot on the serve. Kendrian is able to get there and takes the attack. He's got that now, a baker's dozen for him. Service back to the Hawks. Santiago Itzaguirre is up next, but first, checking back in is Xander Hammer. Desperate move by the Mustangs will keep the ball in play, but they can't get it over in 3 touches. Good work there by Felix Valverde, not letting the play go too easily. And we've got the Mustangs team captain, Pete Lewis, approaching the tower official. The call was that it was 4 touches. Wekiva is contending that it was only 3. And we're going to call for a replay. That one will stick, though. Pete Lewis with a good-looking attack there. Semyon with an equally good-looking dig, and now J.P. Kendrian picks up his 14th kill of the night. Service away. That one goes to Valverde. Pete Lewis with the attack, falling away from it. Perez manages to handle it. Kendrian on the attack again. This one looks like it's going to Lewis, and it's blocked. Block is shared by Xander Hammer and Jonathan Slattery. Hawks now 4 away from securing the victory here. Pete Lewis got a look and finds a way to split the difference between Perez and Semyon. Pete Lewis with kill number 11, side out to Wekiva. He will also have the next service for the Mustangs. And now Lewis comes up with the ace. And Jonathan Slattery slathers a little too much mustard on that one. Mustangs pick up a free point, and they close to within 3. So again, if Horizon picks up 4 before the Mustangs pick up 7, then they will take the match. If the Mustangs can pull off the upset here, though, then they could force a 4th set. They'll settle for a free ball. Going back, here's the setup to Kendrian. Mustangs handle his first attack, and they handle his second. No! J.P. Kendrian picks up his 15th kill. Service back to the Hawks. And Kendrian also serving next. And you saw the frustration on Shane Semyon's face. He was trying to be clever there and get the tip, but didn't put enough heat on it to clear the net. Service back to Wekiva. Next up for the Mustangs, Isaiah Bannister. Strike that. The Mustangs were called into the net, so it will be the Hawks' point. Candrian remains in service, 23 serving 18. Pete Lewis with the attack. It goes to Candrian. He has the dig. Hammer. It's a block. Mustang blocked by Gobi. Service back to Wekiva now. Isaiah Bannister will have service. Attack by Slattery. Lewis, too much heat. Match point, Horizon. Ian Oliveira checks in to serve for Jonathan Slattery. JP Candrian picks up his 16th kill, and that will be the last word of the match. 25-19 is the final score in set number 3, and the Hawks will take a 3-0 win for the match. We want to thank everyone for coming out to support your Mustang and Hawk athletes tonight. We invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Wekiva Sports, and bookmark WekivaMustangs.com for all of your scores, schedules, and more. Speaking of schedules, the Mustang volleyball season just now getting underway. This game against Horizon, your next chance to catch Wekiva in action, is coming up 1 week from today. They will host the Cypress Creek Bears. That is coming up at 6:30 a week from today right here at Mustang Arena. We'll carry that for you on YouTube and the NFHS network as well. Thanks for tuning in tonight on the Mustang Television Network here on YouTube or the NFHS Network. My name is Mark Varsity, voice of the Mustangs and sports information director here at Wekiva High School. Extending my thanks to Keith Dickerson and his entire team at Wekiva TV Broadcast Production for bringing you the video aspects of tonight's performance. Once again, we hope that you'll join us on social media at Wekiva Sports on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. This has been a presentation of Wekiva High School Athletics in association with Orange Technical College, both a proud part of Orange County Public Schools. We'll see you tomorrow for baseball, Thursday for lacrosse, and we're also going to be hosting the middle school basketball championship for Orange County Public Schools. That should be a great event. That's happening Thursday night as well. And then we'll be back here for more volleyball on next Tuesday. Until then, good night from Mustang Arena.